Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video is going to be short film review of short OCD film, Do You Know How to Turn Off the Lights? Sony FX3. This short film was made 8 months ago and has 1.4k thousand views, 69 likes, 0 dislikes, and 16 comments. This short film was made by Mitch Francis and he has 734 subscribers. So I have actually made a couple of short film reviews of Mitch Francis short films on my YouTube channel in the past. It's actually been a couple years since I've done one of his short films on the channel, but I know Mitch Francis. I have talked to him in the past. I've reviewed a couple of his short films on the channel. Um, he doesn't really make a lot of short films, and what I know, he usually tries to get some type of funding to be able to make his short films, to make his short films really good. So that's why he hasn't done one in a while. And this one came out 8 months ago, so it's been a while since this one has came out. And he just made a new one recently. That will probably will be the next short film I review of his. But I'm happy that Mitch Francis is making short films again. He hasn't made one in a while, and uh, his other content on his YouTube channel is basically stuff about filmmaking. He basically gives people advice on filmmaking, which I think is pretty cool because he's a really good filmmaker himself. So yeah, I haven't reviewed anything from Mitch Francis in a while, but he's still in the game and he's still making content. So good for him. So this short film is obviously about OCD. The basic synopsis comes from the description of the video. A simple act, a relentless law, a downward spiral. Now, I kept it simple because I didn't want to spoil the whole short film for you guys. I want you guys to watch the short film for yourself because Mitch Francis is a really good filmmaker and he deserves to have his short film fully watched and not spoiled. Now, one thing I would like to say is that a doctor has never, a doctor has never diagnosed me with OCD, and I don't believe that I have OCD, but I do have some traits. I have one trait of OCD, but you can't really consider that OCD. But I was diagnosed by a doctor to have ADHD, which is different from OCD. But ADHD means I'm very hyperactive, and you might see that sometimes in some of my videos. But I was never diagnosed by a doctor having OCD, but I do have one trait of OCD. Um, I don't know what people would consider OCD. I know that OCD, there's a lot of traits of OCD and there's a lot of different types. The My one OCD, and that's if you even consider it OCD. I'm not a doctor, so I can't say if it is. But the one thing is, I only like, I only like I only like numbers that either end with 0 or 5. 0 or 5. So I rather have I rather have a $5 bill than a $1 bill. I would rather have a $10 bill than $7. I rather have $15 instead of $14. I rather have $20 instead of you see what I mean by that? I only like numbers that end with 0 or 5. And I don't know if that's OCD. I don't think people consider that OCD, but that's the little OCD that I have. But, you know, I was never officially diagnosed by a doctor having OCD, so I can't consider it as OCD. Please post a comment. What do you think of that? Me only liking numbers that end with 0 or 5. Please, what you know, please tell me what you think of that in the comments. I know it's weird, but I thought I should talk about that because we're talking about a short film with OCD. So that's the little OCD that I have. But, anyways, so what do I like about this short film? Well, it's OCD related. I very much like this short film because there's not a lot of OCD short films out there. I think this might be the only one that I know of. So credit to Mitch Francis for making his own original idea with OCD, and it's actually very inspiring. It's very impactful, and I think it's really good. I also thought the cinematography, and there wasn't really any music, but I thought the music that he did use was good. The story and the ending was good. So, would I give this short film a recommend? Would I give this short film review of short OCD film, Do You Know How to Turn Off the Lights, Sony FX3, a recommend? Yes, I would give it a recommend. Hell yes, I will. Just because it's a really good OCD fan film and there's nothing out there like it. But yes, I would give it a recommend. If you can take 5 minutes out of your day to try to find an OCD short film on YouTube or really good short films like this, then I would give it a recommend. So, what are my overall thoughts? My overall thoughts is that this is a really good short film. You know, Mitch Francis has made a lot of good fan films and short films on his channel, but I think this is one of the best ones because it's something very different, something unique. I really do enjoy the story, and I did read the comments of this video. Now, there's only 16 comments, but um I definitely see that a lot of people have embraced this short film because people that have OCD don't really have a voice to speak out again about their OCD, and you know when they do, they don't really have anybody to go to. And I think this was just a really good short film. There was a lot of things to like about it. The cinematography was good, the music was good, the story. I just like the story because it's something different. It's something that people haven't made before on YouTube. I don't know of any other OCD short film on YouTube other than the one that Mitch Francis has made, and it's very inspiring and it's very impactful and it's impacted a lot of people. I could tell by the comments that it impacted a lot of people and it's impacted me. I don't even have OCD and I understand that this short film is very inspiring and very impactful for people. So, great job to Mitch Francis for making this short film. And then the ending was good because you thought the cycle of the OCD was over with, but they just restart the cycle over again, which that was also very inspiring and very impactful to people that have OCD because that's what they pretty much go through every day of their lives, thinking the same thing over and over again. I did a little research before this video. There's like very, very much traits. There's a lot of different traits of OCD. There's a lot of different things people have with OCD that can be triggered. And I think this short film is very impactful, very inspiring, something different. I haven't seen something like this on YouTube, so I give my credit to Mitch. I give credit to Mitch Francis for making this short film because it's a very good one, and I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 and a recommend. And that is short film review of short OCD film? Do you know how to turn off the lights? Sony FX3. And if you guys like this video, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace, period.